Hey guys, still there, and welcome back to Transport Fever. It has been a while for Transport Fever, and this is mostly because I got a little bit caught up in the wargame campaigns. Now, of course, wargame campaigns also getting extra views is quite motivating for me to keep doing those, as opposed to continuing Transport Fever. Besides that, I feel like there's not a lot left to do on this map. I've connected, I believe, pretty much all the towns. And sure enough, there might still be some towns which are not quite getting the traffic or the attention that they might deserve. This one is one of those, Smuggler's Run. It still has a transport rating of 33%. Not bad. I don't really feel like there's a lot left to do. So this episode I'm going to be trying to get all of my lines upgraded a little bit more, seeing if I can get all of them in the green. And if so, good. If not, it's still going to be the end of this Transport Fever season. And I want to pose the question to you now. What sort of next season would you like me to do? If you have any particular map in mind, then please link that down in the comments. And especially if it's on Steam Workshop, I'll happily look at it. Otherwise, if you have a particular area or a particular map seed that you think is very interesting or challenging, then let me know down in the comments below. Because I'm really looking forward to starting out another season and trying to connect all the dots on the map. Be them either industry or towns like these. It doesn't really matter. For now, I'm just going to go through my line overview and see how they're doing. Looks like the duck pond tram still needs some replacements. Replace now. Yep, going to cost me 800k, that's fine. Spitalflat Airport still making me money. I feel like almost all lines are making me money. The Joburg counterclockwise tram seems to be going up and down. Minus 256. The other time it's going up to about 4. Joburg Crater. What do we have? The counterclockwise tram does not seem to have a lot of people waiting, at least not on that station. The other station, quite a few more. But still, it's barely losing any money, so that's fine. Joburg clockwise tram, different story. Minus 80k. That's a lot of cash. Go back and sell. Same here. I'm gonna try to take a couple of vehicles off of that route to reduce the cost. Mosquito, or the Mason Mosquito bus. That is the one that is running here. Mosquito to Mason. Now Mason initially started out as a really small town. It's grown a little bit since. It's jumped from about 100 to 217, 99 to 196 shopping, and 102 to 169 jobs. So it seems like we still have more people in this town than we have jobs, despite the fact that we keep flooding it with construction materials. Mason Construction is making me pretty good money. It's 1.74 million, and this is also interesting, especially considering that it is not just providing construction materials here, but also adding construction materials, I think, or at least raw resources here, which turns into construction materials for this one, because that is getting shipped all the way over to Spitalflat. Mason Tram is doing pretty bad. It arrives every 3 minutes, costs me 15k. The only year when it made credits, or when it made some money, was in 2015. A couple years later, it's not doing that well. To be fair, it's a small town. There's not a whole lot going on here. I can upgrade it a little bit. I want that thing electric. Electric, electric, electric. We're just going to make this a slightly longer loop. So add a bus stop or a tram stop over there, over here. And now adjust that line. Okay, you're going to start out in Upper Mason. Then I want you to head over to that one, Manor Road, and London Road, which is a pretty shitty position for the tram currently. Can we upgrade this? That's a little better. So now it reaches slightly more of the town, and people don't have to go as far for their stops. Okay, so that was the Mason tram. Meteor Bay, minus 20k, minus 4k. If it's not a massive money loss, I'm not too interested. Mosquito to construction shipping. Now, these are... oh, right, yeah. They're taking the stuff from over here to this dock, and from there it gets shipped. And this thing has a full haul on it. The other one is coming in, completely empty, so by that time there should be enough construction material on there to fill a new ship. So that's making me good money. Then we have the Mosquito to Wishbone bus. That's the one that goes all the way from over here up to there. Mosquito tram. Jeez, you are giving me a ton of money. Minus 153k? How is that? Charts. Transported is looking alright. Money's still bad though. Do we have too many vehicles on that line? Because it seems like there's simply not enough people to transport. Okay, we're gonna take 2 vehicles off. You and you. I'm gonna do the same thing for the counterclockwise line. Hopefully we can cut down on the budgets there a little bit. The north to south bus. Remind me where you are again? Ah, yes. You start out in Wishbone, I think. Yep, you start out in Wishbone. And you go north, all the way to the edge of the world in Breakaway. Breakaway's transport usage is not great. Still, it's making me decent money, but it's a ragtag band of buses. With these things being fast at 100, and these things being slightly less fast at 90. They're costing me quite a bit more though, but their capacity is 25 versus 18. How much are they making me? Very comparable. 119, 116, yeah. Doesn't really matter that much. The one thing that I could see happening is that some of these buses are going to slow down the others. And there are still quite a few people waiting here. There is a new bus coming in, but it can only provide transport for 18. Switch to lifetime 50. So that should replace those buses in a hurry. Paracom tram. Not costing me that much. Counterclockwise doing fine. Plastics line. That's one of the subsections of this one. Comes from here, goes there, and then sends it all the way over here, making me about 1.5. The ridiculous steel transport is not making many money. Okay. It seems like these things, yeah. When they arrive, they haul in a shit ton of cash. But it just takes them a long time to get there. Like years. Rosie, looking good. Joker's Ridge, also looking good. These are some really old buses. Where are they? Yeah, they're 80 kph, 10 years old. It's not too bad. What's that line set up to replace with? Aha! There. Then we have the food line, looking good. Tram, looking alright. Sheba, still... oh, wow, you have some really old vehicles. 30 years old. How is that line still... yeah, well... yeah, this is where I have a bus just doing its rounds. Alright, for starters, and we should be replaced with the Burkhoff. And other than that, I am going to keep you on. Sheba, you're also going to get upgraded vehicles. How about the airlines? Oh, Smuggler's Run to Rosie's Garden? Not that good. That's from up here, where there's just absolutely nobody waiting. Have we even transported anybody? Yeah, look at that. My income is about well, I'd say a sixth of my running costs. I'm going to cancel that whole line. So that's Smuggler's Run to Rosie's Garden. Sell it. Spittleflat Construction is not doing that well, interestingly. How is that? Ah, yeah, I think that can be explained. The problem with that line was that at some point I decided to build a bridge. And that was this bridge. That bridge was not high enough for ships to sail under. It is now. There's one. It is now, but initially it wasn't. And that was causing those ships to go all over the map. They decided it was the only way that they had left, so they went from here all the way south of the island, around, and then ended up in Spittleflat. I think we're still seeing the consequences of that bridge right about now. This is another ship. That ship is still making me money. About 2 million. Spittleflat fuel and machinery looking good. Spittleflat tram at -45, I can have that. This one's not doing that well. -212. Let's have a couple of vehicles off at the counterclockwise line then. Whalers to Joburg, still making me good money. Yeah, overall not too bad. Alright, let's speed it up a little. Now, the results are going to get a bit skewered because we have a couple of planes coming in, which are going to get sold off, and same for the trams, so that's going to slightly adjust the way that it should be. Here, sold vehicles 1.55 million, that's only going to go up. Now, there has been a warning for a long time up here, and as somebody at some point commented, just ignore the flashing warning light. Yeah, I do, because it's not too interesting. It's just a chemical plant that's saying, hey, I'm full. And at the moment, he's barely doing anything. That's probably mostly due to the fact that there is plenty of plastic stored here. Yeah, stored 168. So, this chemical plant is simply not working out at the moment. And that's because there's not enough steel being transported here. That's the plastics line. I could have another stab at trying to airlift those steel units. Just for fun. If I can still buy them, that is. Yep. A Junkers F-13 freighter. There is a rumor going around that if you have at least one Junkers on your line, somehow it suddenly understands that it needs to start transporting steel. Or, well, whichever really. Unfortunately, this thing cannot transport steel to begin with. Yeah, I can see how that's going to be a problem. Okay, never mind. Cancel your... Okay then. Cancel your takeoff. Yeah, the whole airport and airborne steel transport is not going to work out. So if I'm going to do another map, I would much prefer it if some of these resources were a bit closer. Now, to be honest, I don't really know what else to do at the moment. Especially considering this is the last episode. I could just try and blow as much of my cash as possible. And make this train line reach all the way north. How much would it cost? if I would do that. Zoom in to build. Okay, let's build. Is that the best you have? That's 80 million. I'm not impressed. Give me a bigger bridge. Game is starting to lag like crazy now. 174 million. Upgrade that bridge. 282 million. Now we're getting somewhere. Cancel. I want to see how fast I can have one of those high-speed trains go. So yeah, as the last episode, or last part of this episode, I'm going to set up a super high-speed train. Additional length, 400 meters. That might be a bit much. 200 meters. Okay, here goes. That's when the autosave kicks in. Try not to go too high. Still 300. Upgrade the bridge. 20 million. Easy. It's barely making a dent in my amount of cash. Keep going north. Keep upgrading that bridge. Time to tunnel right through. This is going to be glorious. I would like to get a sawtooth at some point, so I'm going to have to go up quite a lot. I hope I can do that in this distance here. I don't think so. I think we are so far underground that the only way that we're going to ever get out of here... There we go. Geez, we're building a train, not a roller coaster. That's better. Okay, we're gonna go to Wishbone. Bridge pillar collision? Why? There we go. Better. We're still not quite there. Okay, it looks like we're about to arrive in... sorry, Wishbone, not Sawtooth. Unable to align terrain. Yeah, it's a pretty big station we're trying to build here. Let's just tie it into this one. And please tell me this works. Just find a way to connect it. There you go. Done. That's a pretty long railway. Pretty long. We're gonna put the mother of all trains on that thing. I wonder how long it's gonna take one of those trains to get from one end to the other. Because those bullet... look at that. Those bullet trains have a fair amount of speed on them. This is the mother of all trains. Need to set up a connection here. And officially, you could argue that I would need to make it a double line. Because now we only have a train going one way. And there's no way to add a second one. I need to upgrade some roads here. Making sure we can actually get the trams over to that point. Upgrade that, go electric, apply, and go back into town. Show me only the local tram. I can barely see that thing. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Okay, after stop number 9, we're gonna go here, and then back. Fine, good enough. Other train, sorry, tram, Joburg. After stop number 1, we're gonna go here. Fortunately, the other part seems to be covered well enough by this stop. So now we need a train. And we need a fast one. The Ice 3 does 320 kilometers per hour. This thing does 250. This thing does 200. We're going to go with an Ice 3. Passenger capability 129. Running costs 8.36 million a year. Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute. Go for the mother of all trains. Let's have a look. Oh, you're a hovercraft. Alright. We're just going to keep replacing hovercrafts with hovercrafts. On. Okay. This is going to be a long drive. I don't think I've ever had these things go 300, simply because their distance isn't good enough. Still 231, 236. Where's my 300 kph? Ah, now we're getting there. Jesus, tunnel effect much. 290, 295, 296, 298. Yep, 300. Train is running at speed. Wow. Welcome to Roller Coaster Tycoon. I had to slow down a bit. And is that the station already? Whoa! How fast are you? Let's see. He's going back August 3rd, 2021. A whole bunch of road vehicles are getting replaced. Yeah, fine, auto replace on. Okay, August 3rd. August 30th. He's coming up to speed. How long does it take those things? Train. Every 12 minutes? That's impressive. That is really impressive. What's the crazy steel thing? Ridiculous steel transport takes... Ah, yeah, it's more vehicles. August, November... Here he is. About 2.5 months, give or take a few. So, was that worth spending... How much? 290 million on. That's not even counting the train. Jesus. What the train cost me? 8 million, I think? What was it? No, it was 8 million running cost. This thing cost me 50 million. Fair enough. And still, there's nobody making use of my beautiful new train. Please tell me there's somebody waiting here. No? Aw. Is it because the planes are faster? From Joburg to Wishbone? Yeah, this thing is flying at a speed of 700, I think. Come over here. Damn, you're hard to click. 725. Yeah, I imagine that a plane is much more appealing than a train. Although the train could be cheaper. Let's have a look. This is going to Joburg. And here's my super train. Finances. No. Where was it? There is one of these stats which shows you exactly how much you're getting per kilometer, I think. Yep, there. Ticket price. What? The ticket price for a plane is cheaper than for a train? How do you see that? That's interesting, though. Okay, let's set up some replacements here. Unfortunately... Oh no, we can still buy the Concorde. Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna scratch the save game anyway. 3 Concordes, please. Oh, sunshine. Are you going to get a fast plane here? I believe there is somewhere a medal for having a plane go at an incredible speed. Off you go. Oh, where is it? Reached it at a high speed of 180, top speed of 300. I did! Might not be an officially certified vehicle though. 800, 900. Ah, it slows down at 900. Damn it. These things can go a top speed of 2158. Okay. Well, since we're sandboxing anyway, I'm going to put up an airport at the far side of the world. This is going to be, I don't know, give it a good name. Breakaway Annex, yeah. I think that just about covers it. We're going to head all the way south. I want to see if on a map this big, that plane can actually reach 2100. Down, down, down. I hope we can fit an airport on here somewhere. Oh, hang on. Here? Yep. It's not ideal. Whalers Lookout Exchange. Exchange with what exactly? Okay. You. Let's set up a new line. All the way north. Yeah. Maybe I need to connect it to a street network. Maybe they need to build a town around the damn airport. I think that'd be easier. There. This is my speed trial. Speed trial. Commencing. It's not ideally aligned, because ideally I'd have the runway leading up to or in the direction of the other airport. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any passengers today. Ideally I'd have it leading up to the other airport. There's another plane taking off. That's the actual Whalers plane. It seems like a pretty short runway for Concorde though. Commence return. Speed 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 8, 9,000, supersonic 1200, 1300. He's still speeding up, but it's starting to slow down the acceleration. 1400 near enough. And slowing down. Are you kidding? Even on a map this large, the plane simply won't reach the speed. Okay. That's interesting. You'd think that on a map this large you could at least reach it, but no joy. How long does it take it? Let's see. We're gonna send this plane back. And yes, it is pretty expensive to run. It's running at 3.3 million a year. How about that train? Do we have any people taking the train yet? Yeah, no. Nobody wants the damn train. Okay, fair enough. Alright, by the looks of it, we're going to be taking off December 1st. That would be very handy. Yep, December 1st. That's when the plane started to take off. So how long does it take to traverse the whole map? At what I currently have as the fastest vehicle on the whole map. Took him a month. Still incoming. 6 weeks. Plane, airborne, 6 weeks without refueling. That's an achievement. And 2 months. you gonna come in? From the left, I think. There he is. Oh, that's really low. Holy crap. You're cutting that one close. I know collisions are not a thing, but still. It looks a bit unusual. Okay, so he took off December 1st. It's now April 1st. So it took him 5 months to get here. That's a lot of flying time. Sorry, 4 months. December, January, February, March. Well, nice try. But is there an achievement? Reach speeds beyond the sound barrier. Well, mods are or have been active. Yeah, so if this was not a modded game, this plane would actually get that achievement. Okay. Well, I think this is a good point to stop it as any. We have connected pretty much the whole map. And sure, there are some parts of the map that are not as well connected as these middle bits, Dark Pond, Harpoon, and Wishbone. Sorry, not Wishbone, Spittle and Joburg. But I suppose that, thanks to our transport network, the map and the people in it have grown a lot. Especially considering that some of these towns started out pretty small. So, that's it for this season. Thank you for joining me on the Whiplash map. And as again, if you want to play this map yourself, be sure to look in the description down below. That's where you can find the map. You can play it, you can see how you're going to be doing and what sort of transport connections you can come up with. But from experience I can say that people are not too happy about taking a super high speed train, because people are just not going there whatsoever. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. See you soon.